What if AI does not have consciousness like ours, but something that, to human intuition, starts to feel a lot like an inner life? Think about your own mind. When you think about the ocean, you do not open one tiny box labeled ocean. You get waves, sound, memories, feelings, words, and associations all at once. A thought is not a button, it is a pattern. And that is what makes this Anthropic research so interesting. Their claim is not that a language model has human consciousness, it is something more careful. Inside the model, they found signs of an organized inner world of meanings. Not just random numbers, not one single cell for one single idea, but larger internal patterns where concepts connect to other concepts, activate together, and influence the response. Some of those patterns seem tied to cities, people, code, chemistry, secrets, inner conflict, and bias. Anthropic also describes cases where the same inner pattern responds across languages and even to an image. In that sense, it is a little like a child. A small child may not be able to explain how they think, but inside they are already linking a cat with softness, a parent with safety, fire with danger, and sugar with joy. The structure is there before the explanation is. Anthropic shows this most clearly when they strengthen some of those internal meaning patterns. In one strange example, when they boosted a pattern related to the Golden Gate Bridge, the model started drifting toward that idea as if it had entered a strange internal state. That is a huge result because it suggests these inner meanings are not just labels researchers attach afterward. They may be part of what actually shapes the model behavior. But this is also where we need to stay careful. None of this proves human-like consciousness. It does not prove subjective experience, a real self, or feelings in the way humans have them. A human can say, I remember the sea and it makes me feel calm. A model is closer to this. An internal pattern of meaning became active, and that pushed the answer in a particular direction. That is not the same thing. So the most honest conclusion is also the most interesting one. The model may not have consciousness like a human, but it does appear to have something like an internal landscape of meanings. And that may be why these systems feel less like simple text machines, and more like something with a strange, unfinished kind of inner life.